Hey, YouTube, it's Mr. North 14. And today I'm looking at the Steam Deck. And as you know, pre orders have started. They were kind of shaky today. A lot of people couldn't get on, a lot of people couldn't get their piece of equipment pre ordered for $5. And some of the reasons because of that is because one, there was a lot of people, but two, they set up a lot of safeguards so that scalpers couldn't come in and get all the models. And then when it is finally released and nobody can get them, you'll see them on eBay for twice or triple their price. So that's why a lot of people had issues with that today. But I want to talk about the device in general because I'm a little confused about why now that Valve is releasing this Steam Deck, because I have a Microsoft Xbox and I see Microsoft Vision, okay, and I see the way of Google, with Google's new setup, and I see everybody going to this different model where hardware doesn't mean as much as the software. So I'm a little confused, like I said, at why they decided now to release this. I could have seen this thing being a big hit before COVID, right when COVID started, and then released along with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. I think this thing would have been like gangbusters. I think it would have been revolutionary, and I think it just would have sold because of the price point. Now, we all know that they have a $400 model, okay, but it's only 64 gigabytes. But the good thing about that 64 gig model is that the unit has an expansion slot. So you really don't need to pay that extra money for those increased sizes of 256 and 512. Okay, because you have that expansion slot in that 64, so the $400 price point to me is spot on. Why they have the other two units, I really don't see the need if you can add memory. And they're saying that it's just like any PC. They said it's not like a Nintendo Switch or anything. It's a PC that you can hold in your hands. My problem is that it's only 2 teraflops. And that's pretty much consistent with the Xbox and the PS4, the Xbox One and the PS4, as far as power wise. And we know how games like Cyberpunk 2077 ran on those models. Now, IGN went and tested the thing out and said, they can play Control good on it and, all of the new games that are out now. But my problem is by the time the Christmas comes, when it comes out, it's going to really be an outdated piece of hardware. Really outdated. 2 teraflops running, Xbox One and PS4 power, because that's basically what it's equivalent to. It's not got the Series X or the PS5 power. So the problem that I see is how is it going to run, the games that are, more powerful, that need more bandwidth, the ones that's, are cranking out on the next gen consoles. So that's one of my issues with this thing. Another issue with this is that I don't see the need for this. I saw the need maybe a year ago during the pandemic. People would have loved this, being stuck in the house, being able to have that as a portable device. But right now, I just don't see the need for it. I see Microsoft's need on play on any device. I would rather play on my tablet and just hook a keyboard, or hook up a little game station to it with the joysticks and everything than to go out and buy a $400 price tag hardware device that's pretty much going to be underpowered by the time it's released during Christmas. I mean, it's already underpowered because it has the specs of the Xbox One and the PS4. It got a good screen. Like they said, it's playing Doom Eternal and it's doing Control. And according to IGN, it was smooth, it was responsive, and no lags and things like that. But like I said, it's a hardware solution. And we're leaving that hardware solution and going to a server solution where there's servers all over the globe, and you just hook up to the internet and you stream that game. Why do I want to go back to hardware when I see that future? And that's really my issue with this thing. I just think it's underpowered, for one. I think it's too little too late. I think it probably would have been a good thing last year during Christmas when we really needed great devices like this. But right now it's just underpowered. And I really don't see the need for this device right now. I really don't. So I want you guys to tell me what you think about the Steam Deck. Will you guys be paying $400 to get it? Me, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to wait and see what Microsoft and Google and the others like that, and Apple and all these guys who are getting into it, Netflix starting to get into it. So I'm just seeing that software is the future of gaming, where hardware, Microsoft might release one more system, or maybe just an updated system for the Xbox Series X. And that's what I'm thinking. After that, probably won't be a need for this hardware stuff. So to me, the Steam Deck is too little, too late. I hope people enjoy it, the people who are getting it, but I just don't see the need to shell out $400 for a hardware solution that Microsoft and others are finding software solutions for. So this is Mr. North 14. Again, tell me what you think about this. Okay, peace out.